Some new technology is helping both drivers and pedestrians on Round Lake Boulevard and Wedgewood Trail. If you've driven in this area, you may have seen a new traffic signal that's meant to help pedestrians. Steve Erickson has more.
Well, we are standing here today at Round Lake Boulevard. Behind us is the new pedestrian crossing light. And joining me now to talk more about the light is Kevin Smith of the Coon Rapids Police Department. Thanks for joining us today.
You bet, Steve. Thank you.
Talk a little bit about what the purpose of this new light is.
Well, the biggest thing was pedestrian traffic. You'll see people on bikes and things using that. Trail goes into the neighborhood and also goes into a pretty big park. So a lot of people use this trail. Well, we wanted to make sure that people were going to be safe when they cross here. We have a very busy street. Round Lake Boulevard has a lot of traffic. We have a major hospital close to here, Mercy, but they're both on curves. You curve down from the railroad bridge, and then you also curve south on Round Lake Boulevard. So we needed to make it safe for people to cross it because it's being used so much.
All right, so this light is here now. Can you talk a little bit about how exactly it works?
Okay, it's a very different light. Nobody has seen it in Coon Rapids, I'm sure, before because there's only a couple in the state. One thing it does is when a person approaches this, one of the pedestrians, they come up, they push the crosswalk light button, and the crosswalk comes on. What it initially does, it starts with a yellow light on the bottom. There are 3 lights you can see there. A yellow light to let traffic know that pretty soon the light's going to turn red. There's a sign saying stop on red. Then there's 2 red lights on top of the yellow light that suddenly turn solid red. That means people have to stop. People get to cross. It takes about 25 seconds for the lights to stay red. Then it alternates red, letting the traffic know that pretty soon it's going to turn okay for them to go and have no light. Then they'll be able to proceed.
Okay, so that's how the light works. What do pedestrians need to be aware of when they're crossing here?
Well, the first thing is just because you've got a crosswalk and lights doesn't give you the ultimate right to cross. You got to be safe. You got to watch for traffic. Again, it's a busy street, a lot of traffic, 40 miles an hour here, so you still have to watch to make sure traffic's going to stop for you. And then as soon as you get the light, you'll see on the sides there, it'll turn green for people to cross so they know they can cross. Then they've got about 25 seconds to either walk or ride their bikes across.
Okay, so that's what pedestrians need to be aware of. What about motorists?
The biggest thing is know that it's here. Suddenly this is a new thing they've never seen before. To know we've got red light or yellow sign saying there is a crosswalk coming up, so be aware of that. And there's going to be a red light, so you're going to have to stop for the red light. So be aware that it's here and you're going to have to obey the laws.
Okay, and again, there are laws that do say pedestrians have the right of way?
They have the right of way, yes. In any crosswalk, pedestrians have the right of way, whether there's a signal or not. But again, you got to be safe. Just because you have the right of way doesn't mean you're going to be safe crossing at the crosswalk.
And even standing out here for a moment, we've witnessed why you need to really look both ways before you do cross.
Yeah, because somebody might go through and not know what's going on. And that's why we're trying to educate the public to be aware that there is a new light and to stop for it when it comes on.
All right, well, I appreciate you joining us today to talk more about this light here.
You bet.
Again, on Round Lake Boulevard at the Wedgewood Trail. This is a heavily used road. Lots of people use this trail, so hopefully this new light will make things safe for them.
I think they will, and plus the other crosswalks, we got to make sure people are aware, you know, Goldenrod and Foley and in front of the high school, major crosswalks. Be aware of people crossing at the crosswalks.
All right, well, thanks again for joining us today here.
You bet. Thank you, Steve.
The new crosswalk is solar powered and it's one of only a few around the state.